Hello everyone, it's Larry Warden here. I have just completed 1 month on using my new M1 13-inch MacBook Pro computer, which replaced my previous 2016 model with the Intel chip, which I had purchased in 2017. I'll be comparing my new M1 Mac to that previous model during this video. My new M1 Mac I ordered with 16 gigabytes of unified memory and the 512 gigabytes of SSD storage, twice as much of each as on my previous model. It's hard to tell the physical differences between these two models as the design is the same and there are no external differences. One disappointing factor is that there are still only 2 USB 4 ports on the side, and this is supposedly the Pro model. So I went on Amazon and I found this Lion Way adapter which has 7 ports on it. It has 2 USB-C, an SD card reader, a microchip card reader, and 2 USB ports plus an HDMI port. So this has resolved my port issue, but I still wish I'd have 2 more ports on this computer to really make it a Pro model. This M1 Mac is very fast. Just lifting the lid from its idle position, it comes on instantaneously. I've never seen apps open as quick as they do with this M1 processor. Safari just comes on instantaneously. Mail just loads right up. Photos instantaneously. Google Chrome will try. So they're just 4 apps that loaded instantaneously. I've never seen such speed. One of the best improvements to this computer is the new Magic backlit keyboard, which has replaced the previous butterfly one. And tapping on the keys on this one feels so much better, and they don't stick, which was a real problem on the previous model. I had some keys like the X, I really had to pound down on it with my finger to make it work. So this is a great improvement. There seems to be more travel in these keys, and you don't get fatigued when typing a longer document. As far as the trackpad goes, I am mostly a mouse user, but this trackpad is large and it's very easy to use, and it makes pinching, zooming, and swiping a very easy task. I use iMovie and Photos a lot and produce videos for my YouTube channel. This is one of the main reasons I upgraded to the new Mac. Previously, I was getting those whirling beach balls and stuttering and forced quitting of apps while video and photo editing and multitasking. And this has all disappeared on my new computer with no hiccup so far. So this is my biggest satisfaction with the upgrade. This M1 computer is very quiet. I know it has an active cooling fan, which I heard often in my previous MacBook Pro, but this machine runs much cooler with the M1 processor. I used to hear the fan often in my previous Mac when video editing, photo editing, or upgrading software, but not in the case here with my new M1. I know it has a fan, but I've never heard it. This computer also uses True Tone technology, which makes the images on the Retina display and touch bar appear more natural. The Mac uses advanced sensors to adjust the color and intensity of the display and touch bar to match the ambient light so that images appear more natural. The display is also very bright with 500 nits of brightness. One of the best features of my new MacBook Pro is the battery life, which is a marvelous improvement. On my previous Intel Mac, I was lucky to get 3 or 4 hours with continuous use. Now, even with video and photo editing, I get a whole day and more. Apple claims we can get up to 20 hours on this battery, and for the first time, I feel I can leave my home without the battery charger. I'm just trying out the webcam on my new M1 MacBook Pro. Unfortunately, it is still the 720p webcam, not the 1080p we were hoping for, but on the new M1 MacBook, the M1 chip has provided this webcam with better image processing. and I certainly find the colors much sharper and more brightness than the webcam I had on my previous MacBook Pro with the Intel chip. Also, the microphones have been upgraded to studio quality with a 3-mic array, and the speakers have also been upgraded to ones with high dynamic range. So there has been improvements to the webcam, mics, and speakers on this M1 MacBook Pro. You can hear those speakers on my new M1 MacBook Pro that are with the high dynamic range. Certainly a better sound that came from my previous MacBook. One feature I really like on my new M1 MacBook Pro is the touch bar. Some people do not like it, they prefer the function keys, but I really find it a great addition to control the volume of your programs, the brightness, control your media, and have access to essential features of the different apps that you're using. And the Touch ID button is also a great feature to have, to first of all to unlock your Mac, to make purchases, and to access apps without typing in your password. So I'm certainly in favor of the touch bar. Just in summing up, I know this computer is not perfect. It's the first generation with this M1 chip, the first of its kind, but I feel it's revolutionary. I highly recommend this computer for its speedy performance, battery efficiency, many improvements, and it's well built and will be long lasting. This certainly is better than any Intel computer I've had. It's a very stellar machine which I enjoy using and find worth the investment. It's been a real game changer for me. I hope you found this video helpful, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next one.